Hello everyone, welcome to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to learn how to automate legal consultation via WhatsApp. So I run a legal advisory firm and want my clients to schedule consultation, describe their case and get confirmation via WhatsApp automatically. So for that I am going to build a WhatsApp chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow. So firstly in this video we are going to create a chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow. Now if a user will send a message, an automatic reply will be sent to them. So if you also want to build this chatbot or this automation, then let me take you towards my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video we are going to learn how to automate legal consultation via WhatsApp. So right before you on my screen you can see this is the flow I have created for creating the chatbot, and this chatbot is going to reduce your manual workload as this can interact with your clients 24/7. So here you can see this is the flow, and not only this is also going to save the responses provided by your customers by creating a contact over the HubSpot CRM so that you can maintain a record of your clients. So now I am going to show you how you can build this chatbot, but before that I am going to show you the real working demo of this chatbot. So for that let's move on to my WhatsApp with me. So here you can see I have already opened my WhatsApp, and now I am going to send a message to the number which I have already connected to my Pabbly Chatflow account, and here this number is saved as my test number. So here I am going to enter my message, that is, hey, I need legal consultation. So here I am going to enter this message, and as I have entered this message I am getting a welcome message which says, hi, welcome to Spark Legal Services, how can we assist you today? And here we are getting two buttons, that is book consultation and view services. So here I am going to simply click over this first button, that is book consultation, and as I have clicked over this first button I am getting a message which is asking me to enter my case or the legal issue. So here I am going to enter my case or the legal issue. So here I am going to enter my case also, and afterwards I am getting a message which is asking me to enter my full name. So now let's enter our full name over here. So here I am going to enter my name as testing user, and as I have entered my name I am getting a message which is asking me to enter my email address. So here I am going to enter my email address as testinguser@pabblytudes.com, and here I am going to just enter it, and here as I have provided my email address I am getting a message which is asking me to enter my convenient date. So here I am going to enter my date also. So here as I have entered my date also I am getting a message which contains consultation details with the case which I have recently entered, that is property dispute, and the date. And here we are getting two buttons, that is confirm and cancel. So here you can see we are getting a personalized message. So you can also send personalized message to your clients by just using Pabbly Chatflow. Now I am going to simply click over this confirm button, and as I have clicked over this confirm button I am getting a thank you message. So with this we are done with our first button. Now let's select our second button, that is view services, and as I have selected my view services button I am getting a message which consists of the list of the services provided by this legal firm. So now let's open this list and check the services. So here you can see that these are the services provided by our legal firm. So this is the way a chatbot works. So you can also create a chatbot like this for enhancing your own business and providing better experience to your clients so that they can contact you anytime. So with this we have tested our chatbot. So now let's move on to my HubSpot CRM to check whether a contact is created over there with the same detail I have entered here in my chatbot or not. So now let's move on to the HubSpot CRM, and here you can see I am landed to my contacts page, and here I am successfully receiving the contact which I have recently created named as testing user with this email, that is testing@pabblytudes.com. So with this you can see our automation is working properly. So you can also create an automation like this by just using Pabbly Chatflow, and for accessing the Pabbly Chatflow you just have to type its URL over the new tab, that is pabbly.com/chatflow, and once you will enter the URL you will be getting the landing page of Pabbly, and here you can see we are getting two options, that is sign in and sign up free. So if you are a new user you can simply click over this sign up free, but if you are an existing user you can simply click over this sign in, and if you sign up your account for free over the Pabbly Chatflow you get 100 free credits every month for practicing this chatbot. And now I am going to tell you about Pabbly community. So here you can see this is the page of Pabbly community where automation users, marketers and business owners gather to share their ideas, ask questions and get relevant updates regarding using the Pabbly applications. So you can also join Pabbly community now and grow your business with us. And if you wish to join the Pabbly community, you can find link in the description given below. Now let's move on to the Pabbly chat flow again, and here I am going to simply click over this sign in, as I already have an account on Pabbly chat flow. And once you finish your sign up, you will be getting this all Pabbly apps page, and here you can see these are the products provided by Pabbly. You can access any of these apps, but here as we are going to create a chatbot, we firstly have to access this Pabbly chat flow. And as we have to create a contact over the HubSpot CRM, so for that we will be using Pabbly Connect, which can integrate different applications. So now let's firstly access this Pabbly chat flow. So you just have to click over this access now button, and we will be landed to the dashboard page of Pabbly chat flow, which can be seen here. So here in this dashboard page, you can see these are the numbers I have connected to my account. So you can also add your WhatsApp number by just clicking on this add WhatsApp number button. And here we are getting two options, that is WhatsApp Connect and Manual Token Connect. So if you want to integrate your WhatsApp number, you can simply click over this WhatsApp Connect, and if you want to connect with token number, you can simply click over this Manual Token Connect. And if you want to learn about this process of adding WhatsApp number to the Pabbly chat flow, you can find video link in the description given below. Now moving on to the sidebar, you can see these are the features provided by Pabbly, and if you wish to learn more about these features, you can find video link in the description given below. And now as we are going to create a chatbot, we just have to access flows. So for that you simply have to click over the flows given on the sidebar. And once you will click over this flows, you will be landed to this flow builder page, and here you can see these are the flows I have created in my account. So you can also create a flow like this for your own business by just clicking on this add flow button. And as you will click over this add flow button, you will be landed to the flow page, and here you can see we are getting the option for providing the flow name. So now let's provide a name to our flow here. So here I am providing it the name Automate Legal Consultation via WhatsApp. So you can provide name according to you. Now moving on further, we are getting the trigger. So now you might be thinking, what is this trigger? So trigger is the action which is going to initiate our chatbot, and on this trigger we are getting the option for trigger event. So here you can see we are getting many trigger events, but here I am going to keep it as the same, that is keyword rejects match. Now you might be thinking, what is this keyword and reject? So keyword is basically the word which is going to initiate our chatbot. So now let's say I want to initiate my chatbot as soon as someone enter this word in the form of message, that is legal. So for that we just have to make this word as our keyword. So you just have to type it and press the enter key, and here our one keyword is ready. But here I am going to use the reject, so I will be just removing this keyword from here. And rejects is basically the short form for the regular expressions. These are used for the specific user input, and if you want to trigger any message, you can enter rejects like this. And now as we are done with our trigger, I am going to enter a welcome message for my customers. So for that you just have to drag and drop, and here we have to select text button. By selecting text button, you will be getting this text button message where you can enter the message which you want to send to your customers or the clients. So here I am going to enter a welcome message for my clients. So here you can see I have entered this welcome message for my clients, and I have entered this sentence, that is, hi, welcome to Spark Legal Services, between these asterisk signs to make it bold. Now I am going to add some buttons to this message. So for that you simply have to click over this add button given on this message. So you just have to click over here, and you will be getting the option for entering the text. So here you have to enter the text of your first button. So now let's create our first button by entering its text. So here you can see I have created my first button, that is book consultation, and now I am going to add one more button likewise. So here you can see I have created my another button also, that is view services. Now as soon as someone will select this button, that is book consultation, I am going to ask some questions from them. So for that you just have to go to actions, and here you can see we are getting the option for ask question. So by selecting it, you will be getting this question action where you can enter the question which you want to ask from your client. So here I am going to connect this button with this question action, and here I am going to enter my question asking for the detail of the legal case. So here you can see I have entered this question, and afterwards we are getting the option for selecting the contact custom fields. So here you can see these are the contact custom fields I have created. So you can also create your own contact custom fields which will help you to store extra information about your clients. So for creating this contact custom field, you just have to go to settings, and here you can see we are getting the option for contact custom fields. But before that you just have to save your flow by selecting the save button so that your data doesn't get lost. And as you will click over this contact custom fields, you will be landed to the contact custom fields page. which can be seen here. So here you can see these are the contact custom fields I have created, and if you wish to create your own contact custom field, you simply have to click over this add more field button, and here you have to provide the field name, and afterwards you simply have to click over the save button and your contact custom field will be created. But here I have already created my contact custom field, so now let's move on to the flow and select it. So here I am going to select my contact custom field as issues, and afterwards I am going to select my format as any. And now as we are done with our first question, I am going to add many more questions likewise. So here you can see I have entered another question asking for the full name, and here I have selected the contact custom field full name, and afterwards I have entered the question asking for the email address, where I have selected the contact custom field as email and the format I have selected as email. And as I have selected the format as email, it is asking me to enter the number. So here it is basically asking me to enter the number of attempt I want to provide to my customers. So you can also enter validation message over here, and afterwards I have entered a question asking for the convenient date for consultation. So with this we are done with our question. Now as soon as my user will provide me all the answers of these questions, I am going to provide them a consultation confirmation message. So for that you just have to drag and drop and select text button over here. So here you can see I have entered this message where I have entered my first sentence, that is consultation details, and in the next line I have entered the case, and here I have entered the dollar issues, which is the contact custom field which we have recently selected in our first question, where we are asking for the legal case or the issue. And here as my user will provide me the answer of this question, the answer will be replaced in this message, and we will be able to send personalized message to our clients, and same with this date and time. And afterwards I am going to create some buttons in this message, that is confirm and cancel. So for that again you have to click over this add button and enter the text of your another buttons. So here you can see I have created two buttons, that is confirm and cancel. Now as soon as my user will select this button, that is confirm, I am going to add these details over the HubSpot CRM as a new contact. So for that you just have to go to actions, and here you can see we are getting the option for API request. So by selecting the API request we will be able to connect Pabbly Chatflow and Pabbly Connect, so that we can create a contact over the HubSpot CRM, because Pabbly Connect can integrate different applications, and by that we are going to integrate Pabbly Chatflow and HubSpot CRM. So I am going to select it, and we will be getting the API request action which can be seen here. So now I am going to connect this confirm button with this API request, and here it is asking me to enter the webhook URL. So for getting the webhook URL we have to move to the Pabbly Connect. So now you might have remember I have told you about this all Pabbly apps page where we were getting the Pabbly Connect app. So now let's click over this access now button and access our Pabbly Connect app. So here we are landed to the dashboard page of Pabbly Connect, and here I am going to create a workflow by integrating applications. So for that you simply have to click over this create workflow button, and here I am going to select this workflow builder, that is beta. So let's click over the select button, and here we have to provide the workflow name. So here I am going to provide it the same name which I have provided to my Chatflow. So here I have provided the name Automate Legal Consultation via WhatsApp, and afterwards I am going to select my folder as Pabbly Chatflow. Now we simply have to click over this create button, and we will be landed to the workflow page, and here I am going to select my trigger app as Pabbly Chatflow, because I want to initiate my workflow as soon as I receive a new message over the Pabbly Chatflow. So now let's click over this add trigger button, and here I am going to select this app, that is Pabbly Chatflow, and afterwards I am going to select my app event as new message received. Now we simply have to click over this connect button, and here you can see we are getting the webhook URL which we have to paste over the API request on the Pabbly Chatflow. So now let's copy this webhook URL, and now let's move on to the Pabbly Chatflow, and here I am going to select my request method as post, as I want to post my data over the HubSpot CRM, and here I am going to enter my URL. So here you can see I have pasted my webhook URL, and afterwards on this parameter section it is asking me to enter the key and select the contact custom field. So here I am going to enter my first key as case, and afterwards I am going to select my contact custom field as issue. So here I am done with my contact custom field also, and likewise I am going to create another keys also. So here you can see I have entered my another keys, that is full name, date and email, and I have selected the contact custom field according to these keys. Now we simply have to click over this test button for sending this test data, and afterwards let's move on to the Pabbly Connect, and here you can see we are receiving a positive response, that is response A, with all the fields and the contact custom field which we have recently added to the API request. Now with this we are done with our trigger setup. Now we just have to set up our action apps. So for that you just have to click over this add new actions tab button, and you will be landed to this action setup page, and here I am going to search for the HubSpot CRM, as I am going to create a contact over there for my new client. So here I am going to select it, and afterwards I am going to select my app event as create a contact. Now we simply have to click over this connect button for building the connection, and if you already have an existing connection you can use this, and if you want to build a new connection you simply have to click over this add new connection button, and after that you just have to click over this connect with HubSpot CRM button. But here I am going to use the same, that is select existing connection. Now we simply have to click over the save button, and here our connection has been saved successfully, and here we are getting some of the fields. So now I am going to map all these fields. Now you might be thinking, what is this mapping? So mapping is the real magic here. Mapping is basically inserting the data from the previous step, so you don't have to enter your values again and again. The fields will be replaced as the new responses will be arrived. So here I am going to map my details. So here you can see we are getting the email field, so I am going to map it from the response of the Pabbly Chatflow. So now let's click over here, and afterwards we are going to map another field. So here it is asking me to enter my first name. So in spite of first name I am going to map the full name. So now let's map our full name over here. So I have mapped it also, and here as I have mapped my full name we are done with our mapping of the important fields. Now we simply have to click over the save and send test request for sending the test data to the HubSpot CRM. So here I am going to simply click over here, and here we are done with our connection. Now let's move on to the Pabbly Chatflow again, and here I am going to simply click over the save button, and here as I have clicked over the save button I am going to add the status fallback. So status fallback is the final message which we are going to send to our clients after receiving the data. So now let's enter our message here by dragging and drop. So here you can see I have entered this thank you message for my clients. So with this we are done with our first button. Now let's enhance our second button, that is view services. So here I am going to provide the services in the form of list. So you just have to drag and drop, and here you can see we are getting the option for list. So you just have to select it, and you will be getting this list message where you can create your own list. So in this list message it is asking me to enter header, body and footer for the list. So now let's provide a body to our list here. So here you can see I have entered a body for my list. Now I am going to create my list. So for that we simply have to click over this add section, and afterwards you simply have to enter the section title. So here I am going to provide my section title as services, and afterwards I am going to simply click over this add items for adding items to my list. Now here we have to enter the title of our first item. So now let's enter the title of our first item over here. So here you can see I have entered my first item, that is property dispute. Now likewise I am going to add many more items to my list. So here you can see I have added 3 more items to my list, that is business agreement, family law and other consultation. So with this we are done with our list also. So here you have seen that we have created a flow for our chatbot. Now we simply have to click over the save button for saving this flow, and here you can see we are getting this pop-up which says flow updated successfully, means we have successfully saved our flow. Now I am going to show you how we are receiving message from our customer and how we are sending them the automated replies, and for that you simply have to click over the inbox given on the sidebar. And as you will click over this inbox you will be landed to the inbox page, and here you can see these are the numbers I have connected to my account, and on this particular number you can see I am successfully receiving message from my customer and our automated replies are successfully sent or delivered to them. And one point has to be noticed that this is following the path which we have created through our flow, means if a user sends us a message we are going to send them a welcome message, and if the user selects our first button, that is book consultation, we are going to ask them a question regarding their case. So with this we are done with our creation of our chatbot. So you can also create a chatbot like this by just using Pabbly Chatflow, and can integrate HubSpot CRM and save your client details by just using Pabbly Connect. So stay tuned to our YouTube channel for learning more about Pabbly and creating many more amazing automations and chatbots like this. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe our channel. And if you want to practice this chatbot, you can find its link in the description given below. So So thank you for watching this video. So you can create many more chatbots like this by using Pabbly Chatflow. Now if you have any doubt, you can mail us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can write it on forums.pabbly.com. But if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit the URL given over here. So start using Pabbly Chatflow for free now.